Gomez, but regardless, hello.
Let's begin, shall we?
Alright, let's begin, as always, with our movie puzzle. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, relatively short name. We got 2 characters at least. Nino Panda. Hi, hello, how are you doing? Puss in Boots was played by Antonio Banderas, and we got Groot. I am doing alright. Tuesdays are my work from home days, so I got to work from home today, so can't really complain. Ooh, Reservoir Dogs. Tim Roth, Michael Madsen, Steve Buscemi? You don't go back to work to— Ooh, nice. Yes, trouble has arrived. Oh no, not Bruce Willis. Oh, jeez. Who else was in Armageddon? Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, Naughty Dog. Hi, hello, welcome in as well. Alright, Lord of the Rings, 2 Towers, 3 letters. This one's easy at least. Then Donnie Darko. I feel like we might have had this one before. Not sure if we've had this one before, but pretty sure we know what it is. Okay, so Harvey Keitel for Reservoir Dogs. Owen Wilson, that's right. Yeah, because I remember, like, really? Owen Wilson was in Armageddon? Ingrid Bergman, and then Ben Kingsley for The Jungle Book, yeah. So I feel like we've done this one before, but we did it again. Um, and somebody redeemed Puzzle Time. I'm gonna take a wild guess that you want to do Redactyl. Alright. And because you didn't stream today, we can do the daily puzzle. Hopefully. If it lets me share it. Team up. There you go. The link to the Redactyl is in the chat. If you have not played before, it is trying to figure out a Wikipedia article, and a bunch of the words are redacted, and it's our job to try and unredact them. I don't think I missed much in chat. You guys were just talking to each other. Been all good. Had to rename it. Oh yeah, you said that in Discord. Oh, it was the name of your screenplay too? Ooh. Major's here! Welcome in, Major. Hope you're able to get all your errands done today after carrying me in some 40s earlier. It was a productive day. Nice. Yeah, original title was 5 points. Now it's, yeah. Uh, so we have a mathematics something. I don't know why I have the puzzle piece as my icon. And Nino's got a completely different style of book. Nice. Vampire romance. It's pouring rain there? Ooh. Stay dry, Major. Oh, tornadoes and stuff? Yeah, y'all need to stay safe. I'm just throwing in math words trying to figure this out. Anyone who just came in, we are doing a redactyl currently. It is the daily one. The prime number something. So, theorem was guessed, as well as theory, even though someone spelled theorem wrong. I might have to. Theroer. can't spell. There we go. We eventually got there. I also... Everyone spelt it wrong except Chad, and I can't spell. But that's fine. Yeah, Mariners, how was it? Next article. What the hell? Why is it... No, I want to just play the next one in here. Okay. I'm not even going to share this one. Because I can solve it in one. Well, two. Alright. Was a bit slow in the middle, but not a huge sci-fi fan anyway, but overall really liked it. I'm glad you liked it, Mariners. Liv! Hi, hello, welcome in. Oh, because, yeah. Major's on the top of it. And Major, I guess just for you, I did change the cooldown on shoutouts to 0. Because I noticed that was a thing. Yeah, you missed Redactyl. It was prime number theorem. You changed it. I changed the cooldown on the shoutout command, so now you don't have to wait between shoutouts if we have multiple that we want to do. Of course. In Mariners, up to 5 on the streak. Well done. Yeah, Mariners, we talked about this, I think before I went on vacation that I had seen it. Alright, so we did our daily movie puzzle. We did the redeem for Redactyl. I thought it was a good movie, but I thought it was... I realized very early on that it was a crowd pleaser of a movie. So I knew basically there were no real stakes in the movie and everything was going to turn out fine. At least that's how I felt the movie was going as I watched it. So it was very kind of, it didn't feel substantial to me, if that makes sense. And yeah, I mean, watching Ryan Gosling be charming for 2+ hours, I mean, it's fine. Also, can't prove it until the 7th stream, but you're on a 6th. Nice. Oh, that is true. Liv is from the future. It is already Wednesday for you? Alright. Let us try to get into doing some writing at some point on our reading and writing stream. So, previously on writing stuff, we jumped ahead to the late 1800s, and Serafina brought Helene out to San Francisco so Helene could be in charge of trying to find and recruit new witches out there. And so one of the things we had to set up was Helene getting photographed while she was in San Francisco because we're going to need that for when we switch back to Margaret's perspective. So right now we're still with Helene. We still need to plant some more seeds for kind of the quest she's going to go on while she's in San Francisco and when Margaret gets there. So that's where we are at for right now. We are in scene 54. Yeah, but we're only on page 42. So our scenes in this are quite a bit shorter than some of my other stuff. Because earlier today I was editing some of The Long Night at St. Maria's because I didn't have anything else to do. Uh, and I realized like my page numbers and scene numbers were like keeping up with one another. So a lot of the scene, like there were short scenes like when someone's going up or down a staircase, but then I'll have like 5-page scenes, and so that'll catch up and even it out. So the number of total scenes and the number of total pages I think is a lot closer on that one. But anyway, um, Helene sees the Chronicle building. We looked this up last time. It was the first skyscraper in California, 10 stories tall, plus a clock tower on top. But she's unaware there was a photographer taking a picture. Okay, and then what we need to look up... What neighborhood in San Francisco did early Asian immigrants live? Chinatown. Okay, do we have a map? Okay, so they're saying it's there because I believe Market Street, where she started, was closer to or a little further south than Chinatown. We're just gonna say Chinatown instead of saying a specific street. I am missing all the letters today. Ooh, okay, so... So, later when Helene is looking into the missing witches, she's approached by... Thank you, Major. No worries, yeah. You need to even out your bits. Yeah, you are free to even out your bits in here anytime you'd like. Um, Also, thank you. You the best. Thank you again, Major. And because our hug command works, I can give you a big hug in chat. Um, I don't know what you're talking about. So later on, during Helene's investigation, we have a kitsune fox that is magical, that is controlled, that takes control of a person and uses that person to speak to Helene. So we can set that up here, but she doesn't know that's what's happening. How on earth are there so many gifs of Brie Larson? Um, because I upload them all. We're just gonna move right past that? Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Hey, I sent you exactly what I had in mind, so you could set yours up. To be fair, 50 made them. I did make quite a few of them. Had to look up band for band. Yeah, I don't know what that is, Major. I was just assuming it was... Yeah. You just had to figure out the reference ID for user from and user to for your specific thing. You meant in existence? Well, I mean, where I get stuff from to make GIFs is she has a YouTube channel, so there's plenty of stuff from there. She's been in quite a few movies, so there's some stuff from there. And then Instagram. Yeah. So there's lots of stuff to make GIFs of. I felt that in me bum, I do. Fair. All right. Focus. Um, I don't know which one's superior. This is just the one that I was set up with from a former friend who was a streamer who helped me set up my original stream, so I've just always used the same thing. So yeah, I really didn't look into the differences in them. I just got set up with one and it does enough, so I just stick with it. Alright, so how do we want to describe this? That's so fair, I did the same and also use Labs. I don't even know which one I use. Yeah, Streamlabs Desktop. Oh, that's a question for Liv. Okay, I don't need to read all of that. Okay, so we have. I'm just describing him as an old man at this point, but I don't know. We might change it to something else later. But I want him to come across as not being in like complete control because he's being possessed, controlled, whatever, influenced by the fox. And then the fox is trying to talk to Helene, but I'm trying to think about like what would a fox say? Or like how would a fox view the world and try to convey that to someone? Oh God, I regret everything. I realized right after I finished that sentence. No, we're not doing that. The fox doesn't say anything. The fox gets the old man to say something. But we have to figure out. Yeah, I kind of walked right into that as I was trying to talk out what I was doing. Oh, you clipped that? Great. The clip screen is so much easier to use now. It has been a while since I made a clip, so I do not know. Well, the last time I made a clip, I think they had the... You could make the horizontal and the vertical versions. Or the portrait and landscape. Commission. Oh, jeez. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Not happening. to say jumps, but he kind of... To move suddenly in a given direction. Jolts. Recoils. Recoils does not have a P in it. Fun fact. Nope. Google Translate. Japanese. What writing question? Okay. I think that gets us to where... What writing? Question? Is that more accurate? Alright, so we finished the scene we were in. So we basically have Helene is wandering through San Francisco, and she goes into Chinatown, and an old man stumbles into her way and starts talking to her, but it's clear there's some stuff off with the old man. So Helene's trying to decipher what he's asking, and she ultimately realizes that what they're trying to say is hunters are taking witches in this neighborhood. But when she asks where, the old man just shakes his head and then remains unmoving. Um, the fox doesn't have the answer to this, so it kind of severs its connection with the old man. And then when Helene goes to try to continue the conversation, the old man is back in control of himself. And so he just kind of like, what are you doing? And then he leaves and she's alone. Like, what just happened? What did the fox say? Did we find out? I mean, the fox was kind of talking through this old guy, and we will come back to the fox later. But yeah, we have some fox dialogue through the old man. And now, after lots and lots of pages of hanging with Helene, where's the last time we saw... Well, we saw Margaret a couple times that Helene's path crossed hers, but we haven't been directly with Margaret since scene 29 on page 24. So it's been almost 20 minutes of screen time since we've seen Margaret. Or since we've been following Margaret. So that's what I wanted, because she was left with a lot of her memories taken away. So now when we come back to her, the audience should feel that distance and that time that I wanted. Alright, so now we are going to jump to 50 Smart Statement. I don't know. I have ideas. Hopefully they work out. But I mean, this is what a lot of writing is like, each step in the process, you try to start connecting more and more dots and fixing more and more problems in your story. So previously, I didn't have that it was going to be the fox coming up to Helene to start this storyline. But when we got here, I remembered we had the fox come up to her later, so I was like, well, if we start that now, when we actually meet the fox later, and it has a similar speech pattern with who else it, or the other person that it possesses to talk to her, Helene will realize, oh, this connects back to what we saw previously. Wait, I come back to Japanese on the screen? Yeah, so we had an old man who was possessed by a magical kitsune fox talking to one of our characters, but after they released the person that they had possessed, they reverted back to their native language, which in this case would be Japanese. And so we had to figure out, because I don't know Japanese, I had to use some Google Translate to figure out what they would say broadly. So, yes. Alright, so now we are going to go exterior farm. Margaret's farm. Nah. Day. So we continue at the same time. Do I need to reiterate that because we are... Yeah, just 1890, not 1980. That would be a big time jump that we're not doing yet. If I can make a suggestion, I would recommend removing the space between detsu and ka. BTW ka functions as a question mark particle. It actually doesn't need a punctuation mark like English was written as much. Okay. So it would be like that? No. Would it need a period at the end? Oh, for both of these, I guess. Just put periods there. Redactyl went? We already did redactyl. Rebecca, hi, hello, welcome in. Period at the end, yeah, you can keep the question mark for ease of writing of English speakers, but the ka is usually attached, so that's much closer. Okay. I will keep the question mark so it's... Even if someone like me who knows nothing about the Japanese language is reading this, we know the inflection is going to come across as question, which is really the main point that we need. So, thank you, Liv. Yeah, Rad would do that all the time too. Try to do the shout outs, and Major would already be on top of it. Would love to learn Japanese, but I have no patience. Yeah, yeah. Last night, so I really only speak English. Like I know bits and pieces of other languages, but last night I was watching a French film, and as I watch more and more French films, I start picking up words based on matching up what they're saying to the English subtitles. And like I'm starting to hear more and more of the words, so I'm starting to pick up more and more. But I'm like, yeah, I don't want to actually learn French. I'll just read subtitles. Yeah, Liv has this whole secret skill set that we know nothing about until now. Trying to remember the concert title, but there was one where a guy had to send an email to Japan, but he didn't know the language, so he typed in all caps. Problem solved. uh, yep. Favorite foreign movie you have ever seen? Um, there are quite a few. I'm gonna look at my letterboxd. Let's see. Sort by my rating. Alright. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So we'll just go 4.5 and 5-star movies. Or maybe both Mariners. Alright. Um, so do you say foreign films or foreign language films? I will go more specifically with foreign plus foreign language because like there are a couple from like England or there's an Italian one that was dubbed in English, so we won't count those. All right, so movies rated 4.5 stars or higher that are in a foreign language. Top of the list, Harikiri from 1962. Amazing movie. Seven Samurai, also amazing. We are in an ad break, so I don't know. So I don't know if Mariners is actually hearing any of this. It's fine. Oh, you can hear me? Alright, I will continue on. Next on the list is M from 1931 from Germany. Diabolique from 1955 from France, I believe. Rafifi, also from 1955, also, I believe, from France. That is fair, Naughty Dog. I am an American, so I will say anything not from America and not in English. I can hear you through Yum stream. um, Man with a Movie Camera from 1929 from, I mean, technically USSR at that time, or Russia. Oh, you meant Mariners. Yeah, still, it's a good thing to establish. Saint and Tango from 1994 from Hungary, An Elephant Sitting Still from 2018 and Japan, Handmaiden 2016 from South Korea, The Turin Horse and Werkmeister Harmonies also from Hungary, Das Boot 1981 from Germany. Yeah. Um, Dr. Vaga is mostly in English. High and Low 1963 from Japan. A Hidden Life was made by an American director, but it was in German and set in Germany. Um, Yojimbo, also from Japan. Those are all English language. Pan's Labyrinth from 2006. From Spain. Mexican director made in Spain, about Spain. Ikaru from 1952, also from Japan. City of God, 2002, from Brazil. Metropolis from Germany, 1927. Dr. Mabuse the Gambler from 1922, also from Germany. And those are all the movies that I have rated as 4.5 or higher stars that are not in English from Made in America. Or, yeah. What did I miss? Trowel. Hi, hello, welcome in, enjoy your lurk. Is your letterbox something others can look at? Yes? I don't know if I actually want to share it though. You miss Yule Bowl's letterboxed, his reviews were unhinged. Yeah, I'm bad with letterbox because a lot of times like I'll just click the rating and I don't always remember that you have to click on like log and then rate it. So it doesn't put it in my timeline the way it should. Oh, sorry, Uwe Boll. You are correct. I did say it incorrect. I did say it wrong. Well done, Major. Major, were you here last stream when Book put or no? I think Mariners put lurk and then Book responded to our lurk message like, "What?" And I had to explain the backstory of how we got our lurk message. And I credited you because you wrote that for us. Yep. Major also inspired our BRB message. Major is just the best. I mean, it's a fact at this point. Rose, hi, hello, welcome in. How are you doing today? You are correct. It is facts. Where is Mr. Major? That is a question for Major. Alright, so Margaret Neals, what good, just watching the weather outside. Yeah. Major and Yoon have been talking about how crazy the weather has been getting out by y'all. So what vegetables do we want, or what fruits and or vegetables do we want Margaret to have on her farm? Common vegetables, America, 1890. Potatoes, turnips, cabbage, beets, onions, and carrots. Well, most of those grow underground. Squash and zucchini. Yeah, in the first sequence we had her with some type of squash. Tomato. Oh, I love tomatoes. Seasonal staples included beans, peas, course, squash, and tomatoes. Love zucchini, but you need like 3 of them to ensure proper pollination so they can produce the veggies. Oh. Yeah, I'm leaning towards just cabbage. It actually says tomatoes. It's a fruit. Yeah, tomatoes are a fruit. Probably why people always have zucchini, always have insane amounts. Oh. Just like a pineapple is a berry. Yeah. Alright, we finished our sentence. Use zucchini to make something as a side for tacos or enchiladas. Oh. That's why we're calling courgette zucchinis? Why do we make things? I don't know. When I was little, Mom made zucchini chips. They were awesome. But no longer has a recipe. Every time I make them, they are soft and set. Ooh. Yeah, the only thing I used to use zucchini for was an Asian stir-fry type dish I made. That's about it. We are a little over an hour into stream, so I'm going to take a short break and throw up some words on stream for everyone. Oh, wait. I did not see that. To correct a mistake from earlier in the stream, Major, thank you for the 81 bits. Yoon, thank you for the 300 bits. I did not see that was you when it initially came through, so thank you, buddy. I thought it was Major with both of those. Alright, yeah, short break. Going to throw up words on stream if it ever decides to actually work? Question mark? Just find it funny that Brits pretend they don't like France, but when they given the option, they choose the French term instead of the Italian one. France is awesome, never been, but still. I've been to France. Uh, it is an interesting place. I went there back in college, though, so it's been a long time. It is awesome, would recommend. It's only train ride away. Okay, why is it? Whatever. Do I do start to start? Do you think? Hey, alright. We're starting words on stream. It's not coming up in the browser, but whatever. It's in the thing. Letters, type words, do the thing. I'll be back shortly.
I'm back.
Well done, everyone. All chat's getting involved. Major with the gold. Naughty Dog coming in second. Rose. Mariners. I got a word. Liv, Rebecca, and Yoon also helped out. Well done, everyone. Yeah, the browser source still hasn't even loaded yet. It's fine. Well done, everyone. Alright. Back to hopefully trying to do some writing and stuff and things. Alright. So our current scene is going to be... What's happening? Look at him go. Rose redeemed some puzzle time. So, what puzzle would you like to do, Rose? We already had Redactyl. Pretty sure Redactyl once per stream, because some people tried to redeem it like 10 times per stream. Rattle? We can actually do Rattle since... Yeah, Redactyl is sold out. We can do Rattle, since it was not done on any other stream that I watched today. Alright, we're starting with Dirty and ending with... What the fuck? Alright. So we're going 5 letters, 5 letters. Clean. Lance, well done, Major. Dance that requires 2, canonically. Tango? Mango, yeah, for fruit. May NGO. Anagram mango to get a preposition. All right, so we will flip question mark. Oh, we go there. All right, so reverse a bigram 2 letters and blank to get a number 3. There. Need to go to bed. Just try to scroll. Yeah, that's probably a good indication that you need to get some sleep, Major. We'll talk to you tomorrow. You're getting it, Liv. I'm just. So this one's going to be drop the 4th letter from blank and anagram to get relaxed. Yeah, we need to add a letter in anagram calm. Clams. Would help if I clicked on thing. Nope. Uh, too many letters, Rose. We only need 5. We can switch back up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is going to be anagram to get a preposition. Mariners got there. And then popular video game, Among Us. Popular TV show, The Last of Us, which is also a video game, but whatever. The Last Blank, a tipping point. Straw? Oh, camel. C-A-M-E-L. There we go. Well done, team. We got there. Yeah, getting the mango to a mung slowed us down, but we got a little bit. We got a few of them taken off the bottom. So well done, team. We did it! There is so much delay. Yeah, I would type it in and then like try to figure it out, and I would glance over at chat, and then I'd see you put the answer in there. I was like, yeah, Liv's a little bit behind. Liv needs Redactyl to participate. You should have waited till she was here to start it then. Actually, I have an issue with you, and Liv does too, I think. Are we fighting? Uh-oh, I hope not. Is there a riot? On the collab, you mentioned issues with time zones. No, no. I was saying just because with usual start time at 3 o'clock for me, I'm usually working then. So that's my issue with the time zone difference, is if he was trying to do a town hall at his regular time, the only day I could do it would be a Saturday. So that's part of why it took so long to schedule this one. Yep, people gotta work, so we are rioting. I'm in. Yes, because 4 a.m. starts are fabulous. You're a time zoniest? Saturday show put up some pretty big numbers. I'm shooketh. Alright, where was I? Unlike workouts. Wait, where is my... There it is. Beat me to it. Alright, so we're kind of mirroring the first scene with the scene we're currently working on. So we have the late summer, Margaret, she's in a farm, on a farm instead of in a garden. She noticed one of them is dying. Okay. Damn, we have a lot written. Okay, there we are. Wow, so that's how it is. Mariners has written 0 words today. I did a bit of editing earlier in Long Night at St. Maria's, but the last scene that I edited, I need to go back to because I need to look at it with fresh eyes and make sure everything works how I want it to. But I did some editing earlier. We're doing some writing now. Did some editing as well. Finish changing the RR. Now we gotta do a better job of pushing to it. Sigh. I felt like a targeted attack. Alright, so what happens to cabbage when it goes... What could go bad with it? Targeted against himself, maybe. I haven't been mean to you today, Mariners. You are always welcome in here. Mod looking for mod duties. Good to know. I'm Mariner's favorite. What word am I looking for? Concerned? Jeez. Uh, Seeing a job every hit here that I want to take. Wow, so that's how it is. Jeez. Yeah, yeah. Everyone's coming after Mariners. Are there parts of a cabbage? Core, outer leaves. I went to the zoo today. Your favorite part of the corn is the germ. But I only had one dog as the only animal. It was a Shih Tzu. I had a feeling we were going somewhere with that. Just copying that as reference. Come on, go, 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 go. Alright, we're going to create some space there so we can paste our reference there. What is happening? No way he's calling anyone out for spelling. I was going to say, did they thank you for returned? It's like Tom Brady calling another athlete out for cheating. Uh, yeah, everyone's got the sick burns for Mariners today. Aw, Rose gave Mariners a hug. So sweet. We do it because we like him. Sick burns build character. That, yeah, that's what you tell someone when you don't want them to get upset that you've been. Never mind. Oh, how true that is. You would know, wouldn't you? Yep. I mean, that's like 90% of what your streams are anymore, aren't they? Right? Just straight dunking on you. Yep. Hey, you said it was okay. Okay, I don't want to reuse the same line before. I condone it. As long as y'all are nice to each other. Yeah. There was that one stream with those people from the other chat. I must not have been there for that, because I do not remember it. Oh yeah, with the human sacrificing, what? It's like going up to a beehive, poking it, having the bees with a death wish coming at you, Stinger first. Was wild. I either wasn't there for that or completely blocked that out, because no idea what's happening. I think you were there. But I had to take a meeting during. Oh, okay. Why magic spells always in Latin? So, the reason in my story that we established for why the witches use Latin is all of the witches that we have come from Western Europe, and all of their languages are based in Latin. So English and French and Italian, they're all Latin based languages. So if we conceptually trace back that these witches all came from the same place, the original witches would have spoken a common language, and that language for us is Latin. And so, as magic was passed down through generations and spread through different languages, they kept the original Latin because they knew that's what worked. The way I kind of described it is magic in my world, or spells in my world rather, are like recipes, and they use recipes they know work, and so a lot of those trace back all the way to using Latin. They can use and create new spells, but they don't know if they're going to work as well. And so a lot of witches tend to rely. I just realized I put Helene there when I did not mean to. Margaret. Helene is not in this scene. So that's why we're using it. But eventually, I mean, they wouldn't turn on the use magic to turn on the television, but if they wanted to do something with more recent technology, they would either have to adapt an existing spell to what they want or create a new spell. And so it's like creating a new recipe. Spider just landed on my microphone, not 10 inches away from my head. Time to burn the house down. For real. Let Pro take shelter from the storm. Well, there's a spider, help! You can just yeah, that's a good way of getting spiders, just vacuum them up. No need for fire in a tornado. Little tornado and a big tornado. Flame-nado. Yeah, smart, strong, capable Rose will save the day. Don't worry, Ian. Skipping over some of those. As long as they aren't crunchy, I don't mind killing him. Spend 5 minutes in Australia. But also be nice to animals. Yes, be nice to animals. Okay, anyway. Back to writing. Or trying to. Um... You forgot he was in a Twitch chat, apparently. What? Yeah, physics. Oof. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Did you think I was just randomly coming on to a rando? Liv is correct, yeah. Twitch chats be something else. Yeah, that is really funny. Bruh, it's current year, internet. Also true. Um, so what word am I thinking of? Ah, no. Fuck off. Congratulations, 50 most chaotic writing streamer. I still type plenty of words though, so cool. Chaos in progress. Bros over there, are we just allowing this? Man, I cannot think of any words I am. Major just quietly slipped out the back door, no longer charged. Yeah, Major went off to bed. During Rattle, she tried scrolling my screen, thinking it was hers, and she was like, yeah, it's time for bed. So I have to try to mod my own chat, and I'm just letting things happen. Right, this is unmoderatable. I'm out. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if that's the right word, but unable to be modded. Yes. That's what I always do when I'm like, shit, I'm not sure the word. Unable to be. You might also need some sleeps. Yeah. That's between y'all, Rose. It's 9 p.m. Mm. Yeah. It's only quarter to 7 for me. Correct, there is a tornado warning, so we are staying up a little late. Wait, staying up till 9 is a little late? I actually woke up super early because of the last one. To like show the tornado who's boss if it comes close. We usually go to bed at 8. No. Oof. Yeah, I mean, if you have to wake up at 4, that is 8 hours. I've started to realize I need 9 hours to be more functional. But like not 9 hours of like pure sleep, but just like I need to lay down in bed 9 hours before my alarm's going to go off. Wait, you guys sleep? I understood that reference, Mariners. Hey, I understood that reference. Um, yeah, brain's not braining. I want to try to finish the scene. Alrighty, y'all. We don't need to know that, Yoon. Keep that to yourself. Have a good night. Bye, y'all. Have a good night. Be safe. Show that storm who's boss. Set up a camp in the basement. Make a pillow fort. Put on a movie. Oh, you were. I thought you were making a reference to. What's that movie? It's got Jennifer Aniston, Jason Sudeikis. We're the Millers. This one. This is the meme I thought you were referencing. Ah! They memed me with the meme page. Oh, she's from Friends? Never seen it though. But where they have these four, and it's like, I get 8 hours of sleep. I get 9 hours of sleep. I need 6 hours of sleep. Wait, you guys get sleep? You don't know who any of these people are. Anyway, this is the meme I thought you were referring to. I was assuming something. Road trip. Kind of. It's the road trip from We're the Millers. You don't watch me? Well, I assume you are on the internet quite a bit, so you see quite a few memes. So I assumed even if you didn't know it from the movie, you might have recognized the meme. Nope. Okay, I was wrong. I didn't understand the reference because you were making a reference. Alright. I don't have. Wait, that's not what you asked. No. Man, we did not write much tonight. 250. We were slacking today. Yeah, I think this is where we're gonna call it, though. It's 250 words more than before. That is true. And we are in a place where, like, a lot of, or these previous 2, 3, 4 scenes were just, like, a lot of setting up stuff. And soon we're gonna start, like, paying stuff off and pushing the story forward, so. Yeah, I feel like we just had to kind of get through some of this stuff. But, yeah, still progress. Absolutely. Alright, let me close that, because it's not working. Oh, author Christy is streaming. We can go right over there. Alright, we are going to go right over to another writer, streamer. We can go say hi, all the stuff, all the things. We got the raid message. Oh, I did the same one twice. Raid 2 for subscribers and followers. Yeah, it was good having you here. Yeah, thank you everyone who stopped by, hung out, lurked, chatted, all the stuff, all the things. I will be back on Thursday for some more writing and stuff. You can join the Discord if you want. That's where I post going live and other stuff. And yeah, I will be on Unistream Friday for the community um, beta read for the next part of my horror story. So that's what we got coming up. Hope you all have a good rest of the week, and I will see you next time.
Thanks for checking out my channel. Do whatever you want. Live your life. I hope you're happy in your body. Much love to you. And see you around.
I don't know.